one. It's going to be very strong against that Shadow Strike that Queen of Pain is so often picking up. And indeed, we do see Shadow Strike right off the bat, and immediately he goes ahead and quasses that back up. I think I said Exhort. I meant quass. Going ahead and quassing that up as he did Cold Snap there. Actually went for a little bit of harass on Scandal.
Yeah, I think whatever build that you're going to go for, having Exhort in the beginning against the Queen of Pain, it's not a bad way to go about it. Sure, you're missing the damage if you're going for the Exhort, but you having the regen, which against Shadow Strike, you definitely need it. And right now here, we have Santa. He's not really walking in lane to help out here, and of course you don't see Dazzle going for the pull, even though he definitely can go for the pull. Because pulling is the way to die in this offensive tri-lane here. Now, a very defensive Observer Ward being dropped right here, that will allow them to see when the Shaker is coming in, and perhaps see them, ganking this.
Did Enigma kill this bottom camp? Because if he did not, then that does block. Because it is not spawned.
Ooh.
So if Enigma didn't actually kill that creep wave, and
it does have a big box. It has one of the biggest spawn boxes ever in Dota, but I'm not sure that big.
I'm not actually. If that catches it, that's a fantastic ward placement. I think it does. I think that's blocking it right now, and NS is going to come up there. Yeah, NS tried to pull, which means that in Enigma, they know that this is being blocked right now. We're seeing a ward.
Oh, they're guessing.
A bad spot, and that is why that ward is so good. Darkseer, meanwhile, up top did take down Kuroki's Lone Druid. Darkseer, a fantastically strong hero against Syllabar in lane, and Mouz has got to be happy with how this has started out. We've seen a wasted ward from NNS. We saw him use a glyph and still get a kill. He places another ward down. He's going to finally find it on that second one, so he will be able to anti-ward that, which is important because, as everybody knows, or as many people know, Dazzle needs a lot of levels.
Yep. He
really needs levels quite bad. In order for Grave to be most effective, it has to be leveled up, but you also need all those other skills. So we're going to see a nice stun here on Come With Me. We're going to see a Fisher, though, blocking him off and keeping him alive just fine.
Yeah, this Observer Ward that's recently placed here by the Radiant Squad is going to be an absolute trouble for Mouseports. They're not going to get too many kills, and the question is, will they figure out why they're not getting these kills? Because a lot of public, I've seen, not to say that Bamboo is, just kind of like, oh man, we don't know they have wards, and they're always, are they map hacking? How do they know?
Yeah. I love the anger map hack call for anybody who's just getting warded. They're like, yeah, there's an item that you can just buy vision. Like you don't have, it's not map hacks, man.
Don't cheat.
We just bought vision and place it around the map. Like go buy a gem and then you'll know all about it. And then I'll take your gem. Bamboo meanwhile has got a massive amount of tangos. He does have he's very two clarities to himself as he looks like they want to be pretty aggressive. He goes and eats a tango hoping to find
No, he wants to block the camp by his body. He just walked in there.
Oh yeah, he did. Well played.
Well
played. I'll be darned. Look at these Mouse boys. Knowing what's up. 1437 has got himself a quick soul ring. He's going to go ahead and pull this top camp. I believe. Yep, pulling that back a little bit and maybe getting potentially some more harass on Kuroki. Started taking him down once.
Well, I mean, it's a decent way to start. He's been diving past the tower and whatnot. Kuroki's only got 20 CS. Let's see how Black's doing on the bot lane. He's only got 22, but 14 to 9. He's doing it in a tri-lane where there's a lot of action going on. So I say this is fairly impressive overall. Again, no pulling going on. There is no pull. Unfortunately, NS now journeys. Is he going to double jungle Santa just to get the EXP? I think that's the case.
I think so. Yeah, so that's going to slow down Enigma's ultimate. He's going to take a lot longer there. Oh, he may get caught out here. He's only level 2. Come With Me may know what up. They do have a vision there. Yep, we're going to see him now. He goes after him. There's going to be a Fisher, perhaps. No, he's actually going to not do that. We're going to see just a bunch of finagling per position here. But through all this, Leshrac is getting no XP. Leshrac is only level 2, just barely level 2, and Potom is 5.
Yep.
That is a huge level advantage. Meanwhile, up top, 1437 again using those shields, just doubling them up on the bear, totally eliminating the bear's potential here. And 1437 taking a bunch of damage though, and I think he might die.
No,
he's gonna be forced to use that use the surge to get away. He's gonna eat a tango up here and maybe be fine. Yeah, he's gonna be fine.
Yeah, it's gonna prevent his soul ring usage for a little bit. Finally, 5 minutes in, we're seeing the first pull of the game, and the question is, how do you respond if you're a Mouseport? What you started out with is a good warding plan, but unfortunately unable to get off, at least not for now. Are they going to make a go? Magic Missile, if that hits.
Oh, big Fisher.
Oh,
boom.
No, Virtus.Pro.
He is definitely going to go down. There's the chain summon from all three. Potom gets himself another kill on the Leshrac. That's 2 deaths. And that's taking a bunch of damage as well, and it looks like maybe they're going to counter this pull. Yeah, well, not quite counter, but just kill some creeps. Come with me. Taking a bunch of damage here, and he's going to get blocked by Bamboo. It's not such a good idea.
Here comes the Invoker, and I don't care if you have Grave or not. Oh, you dead.
Yeah, cold snap, a couple channels. He's going to go for the grave. That will keep him alive just a little bit, but he's going to die. And the question is, who gets the last here? It looks like it's going to be Potom. Yeah. So Potom picks up a killing spree. 3 kills now, Black. Black's bottom is going to be pretty fat this game, it looks like. He's already got Aquila 2K gold. If he wants to play some kind of phases, he can definitely do that. Or he can just sell a few things. Nope, he's going to get shreds.
Disappoint. Where is the Hand of Money build?
Hand of Money!
Hand of Many Monies. With a
That would have
Z.
been sweet, actually. I'd have been for it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's terrible, but let's do it.
No, man,
Why
ain't
not?
terrible. You
Hit a rapier.
There was a rapier last game, so let's not even get me started. Back in the mid lane here, you see Scando taking a little bit of cold snap harass. Cold snap, often the most annoying skill in the entire game. We need to make a top 5 list. We can make one right now.
5 most annoying.
Can I? Here's my list, and you tell me whether it's agreeable or not. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Number 1, Tornado, from
Yes.
the Wildkin.
100%.
Okay. Number 2, Cold Snap.
Yes.
Number 3, Shadow Strike.
That's pretty annoying, but I think dealable.
Okay. How about Iron Shell?
Ion Shell,
When you're
annoying.
anti-mage.
Vacuum, probably more annoying, though. Scandal's going to go ahead and do a Shadow Strike on Sing Sing, who's going to come back with a couple attacks here. He actually had Cold Snap. He could have forced a blink there from Scandal and maybe even gotten a little bit of extra damage on him, but he opts not to do that. That tower is pretty low. He could deny it. He may be trying to bait it, though. He may want to catch Scandal out here. Scandal's going to go ahead and walk up the hill here. Try and get some last hits. Going to easily do that. Not quite well played there from Sing Sing on the last hit department.
Uh-oh. NS is going to get an arrow in the face. There is going to be the sight. Arrow's going to miss. Magic Missile is going to hit. First time miscommunication here from Mouseport. Unfortunately, they're not going to get the kill. But what they are doing is making sure that Blow Your Brain and NS is just not
Big pull up top. Bamboo actually put a terrible Fisher and put Kuroki on the other side, but 1437 uses his vacuum to pull him back away. He's going to now chase, but a stun from Santa's going to stop that shenanigans, and Kuroki with a big survive there on what was for sure a death. An instant one-hit entangle, though. 1437, we have an ultimate from Black. Santa, he goes for he doesn't actually cast it and kill it. What? How did Syllabear die?
Okay, this is going to be the dumbest thing ever. Kuroki was 100 health, and do you know what happens when your bear dies?
You die!
You take 100 damage.
He took the damage from the bear dying. Oh, man. Enigma had a black hole through all that. Did want to use it. Come With Me, meanwhile, on bottom is going to go down. So the first... no, that's the second kill, actually. They did get one kill on...
Marana died as well, so that was a big gain coming from Scando. He got a regen rune as well. Perfectly fine.
Okay.
Even he used a Sonic Wave, so we'll be ready for... My mind is still somewhat blown, lols, on Kuroki's death. He was fine. He didn't have the bear. And I think that was just, a sign that sometimes even pro players make those kind of mistakes.
Yeah, and that was definitely clearly a forget because the bear was level 4. He could have blinked it to him easily.
Or just walked it away.
Yeah, and actually he recast it, so he could have just recast it as well.
There you go.
So Kuroki, very unfortunate there, ends up taking a death that he maybe didn't need to. He probably should have died in the first place, to be honest, and Bamboo's Fisher kind of screwed that up. 1437 vacuumed and passed to kind of solve the problem, but it was so long that the Iron Shell wasn't hitting him that he ended up surviving. Meanwhile, on bottom, that Tier 1 tower getting cut off here, but Scandal needs to be careful. He does have a regen rune. Oh, he gets stunned, and we're going to see an arrow, but the Grave is going to save him. He's going to be able to blink away here. No, Tornado's going to cancel that. He's going to land, and he does manage to get away. Meanwhile, Sing Sing goes down. Come With Me's going to next to fall. Black's trying to get as much as he can. He's going to drop a Starfall here, but Scandal's going to show right back up. I think it's going to be a triple kill. Woo! Black just barely getting away there. That was pretty unfortunate from the Mouse perspective, but Virtus.Pro needed that very bad. They started out 0-5 and now back to 5-5.
Some misplay here. I'm not sure what a Tornado. Now Tornado does do damage after they fall down on the ground. So hopefully, I think he was trying to time it so that there was no blink, and he just barely mistimed it. Basically, fell just on the very last moment of that Grave and blinked away. So very unfortunate play, and because of that, they lost a couple more kills.
Yeah, and the the Queen of Pain surviving a little bit longer. Not only did that buy them a few more kills, but it allowed Virtus.Pro up top to actually push that tower a bit, and it's now down to a little bit of half HP. He blinks the bear back to him. That doesn't really work out. 1437 is going to continue chasing. The second proc on Malphite is going to be enough. Fisher, could Fisher catch him? No, he misses the vacuum, and Scandal's going to come around the back, so we're going to see a scream, a big ulti. No, ulti's actually on cooldown. I'm just going to A-click everybody. 1437 trying to run away. Black Hole catches him. 2 more kills for Virtus.Pro, and Virtus.Pro starting to look pretty good here.
Yeah, Mouse fans out there, You gotta be a little bit worried here, as we do see Magic Missile. Arrow's gonna hit for sure. Leap in Starstorm here, gonna grab the kill. I think they can even grab the tower now. You gonna backdoor that? No, maybe not. They're gonna push a creep wave as much as possible. Perhaps Vengeful Spirit's gonna try the rest. Leave it. Oh! Queen of Pain for the deny. How'd she get there? She just poured. No, was she there in the first place?
She poured it right below.
And she might even get another kill.
Yeah, they didn't actually see her attacks because they're so small, and she picks up a kill on Come With Me with a nice Scream Blink past, and Sing Sing has been roaming the map with his Invoker. He's level 8. He doesn't have a whole lot of levels. And on top of that, they've only got, what, 1 tower and they've lost 2? This is looking pretty bad for the Mouse boys. I got to say, I think Virtus.Pro is looking pretty strong. That Dazzle pick has paid pretty big dividends, despite the 2 early deaths on bottom.
Not just the Dazzle pick, Scandal's roam on Queen and Pain.
Yes.
He stayed in the mid lane for a long time. I was like, oh, he's going to just farm. What is the item farming for? No, he was just biding his time, waiting for that level 7. And then he just kept ganking. Now he's level 9. Got the gank on top, poured it on bot, tower deny. And also helped to do a lot of damage on the tier 1 on the bot, so helps the push later on. I talked about it. Mouseports is a team that's doing so well. I mean, every game that we've seen them won is off of great starts. They did have a decent start so far, but they're now very behind. Look at that, 5,000 gold lead, EXP 5,000 as well. If Mouseport wins this game, they will convince me that they do belong with the international teams that are invited. But they have to jump over this hurdle, and right now Virtus.Pro making it very difficult for them.
We're going to see a big Echo Slam initiation here from 1437, and Bamboo, we see he just instantly surged. Bamboo basically solves the problem of not having a Blink Dagger this early. That said, Santa walks in there. He has no black hole. He's just going to harass Bamboo. The third proc and the Scandal coming up here is going to actually get this kill. So Earthshaker, a fantastic rebuttal from Scandal. This Queen of Pain pick, I talked about it during the pick phase. Mouse very clearly wanted to pick up the Queen of Pain. So they ended up, obviously you see a Grave here keeping Blow Your Brain alive just a little bit longer. He will go down eventually, but maybe you could, that stun catches Sing Sing there. That would have been big time. Yep. So anyway, I talked during the pick phase that clearly Queen of Pain was the hero they were going for. And so because of that, they banned Night Stalker as the 5th, and by banning Night Stalker, since they didn't have the first pick coming back the other way, Virtus.Pro was more than happy to steal that Queen of Pain, especially since the Night Stalker, the Night Stalker's removed, the natural silence is gone, and they had banned Clinks with their 5th, so there was no natural Orchid carrier either, so some big problems here for Mouz.
And the problem might continue, but the nice vacuum forward here, I think it should have been vacuum a little bit back regardless. They are going to get the Enigma, and they perhaps are going to deny tower. Nope, just 25 HP too much. Regardless, they have defended tower. That is a small rebuttal kill, and now it's 9-9 in the hero kills, but the farm is just simply so much. Kuroki, 63 CS, 2,000 gold. Not going to have a space sweep on the beer right now. Just going to go for the straight Relic Rush. They have done a fairly decent time killing him 3 times, but they need a little bit more. They need towers. They need to gank. And so far, I don't think Mouseport is having any kind of rhythm so far. They're just getting a kill here and there, and that's not like how Mouseport want to play. Also, you talked about how Dazzle is really big, and I think Virtus.Pro has correctly identified Dazzle is a key hero against the playstyle of Virtus.Pro, which is dive, kill one, dive more to kill next. And having Grave really disrupt that. Sure, I mean, you're probably gonna be advantageous if you're gonna force Dazzle to Grave, but that also means that you have 2 or 3 heroes wailing at you as you trace around that one Grave hero. So you could get a lot more damage out of whoever's dying still.
Yeah, Dazzle's been a clutch counter game hero for them. And not just that, this is like a pub stomp Potom. Or a pub stomp Queen of Pain, excuse me. He's just roaming the map, getting kills left and right. I mean, this is kind of 5-0-1, level 10. This is going to be a fat Potom. She's already got herself a Ultimate Orb, could be potentially a quick a Hex. We're going to have an initiation here on NS. He is going to get vacuumed in. We're going to see Black did miss that arrow. We're going to go for perhaps a stun. Yep, there's the stun. We're going to see a Tornado catches the Leshrac. Can they get NS before he Graves? No, they do not. Scandal comes on the backside. Black Hole catches 1437. NS is going to survive. 1437 is going to die, and the counter gang yet again here as Come With Me is going to be the next to fall. A leaping from Black inexplicably takes him down. They do get NS, but they're going to lose Come With Me as well. Bamboo gets a nice Fisher. It catches 2. Santa may go down, but if he does, they're going to lose the other 2 in exchange. And indeed they do. Sing Sing will be the last. He does manage to get a much needed Ghost Walk off there, but a 4-for-2 trade, and again, that Dazzle, huge for them.
I talked about it right from the beginning. Mouseport is not a team that turns back when they see heroes in red HP. Their eyes goes red as well, and they want those kills. Unfortunately, Grave and of course a Black Hole was nicely used. I mean, it only got one man black hole, but effectively it black hole 2 or 3 people because they couldn't get past the black hole and get that dazzle kill. So they kind of jumped around, and throughout that, the Queen of Pain was nuking the hell out of them. I gotta say, Mouseports gotta adjust their team play. They cannot go for 4-for-2 trades and hope to win this game. It just is not gonna work. And Scandal gets one of the best ganking in the game right now, invisibility, and he's hunting for more.
Yeah, and in fact, through all that, Kuroki was just AFK farming top. He's up to 3.4k now, just about 3.5, so that relic is going to be done at a pretty quick fashion. We've seen a lot of Syllabears be kept down from that relic, and ultimately have been pretty nerfed as such. This Syllabear, nowhere near that. We see Kuroki much more in his element here. We're going to see a pretty quick radi, would be my guess. Unless they kill him in the next, like, 2 minutes, we're going to have a very fast radiance, and that Syllabear is going to be a force to be reckoned with. Scandal is going to find a black here. Looks like probably going to get his Shadow Sky. Oh, but with the Come With Me there, he may be a little bit less inclined to do so. Uh-oh, but Come With Me separates himself from the bottom, which means that he's going to get screamed. He's going to get immediately, just blinked away as Ultimate's still on cooldown.
Yep. It's perhaps saving for
but up top,
cooldown for
they
the second
do catch Kuroki.
And meanwhile, in the bot lane, Scandal, will she go down? The Grave comes in again. Look at her chasing with 1 HP. Whoa, that's what Grave does for you. 2 teleport scroll coming in. Tornado not going to hit. And we don't have an arrow to chase on the bot lane anymore, but you talked about it. Yes, we did kill Kuroki, or we being Mouseports, kill Kuroki one more time, and that was a very important kill for them, dropping him down to 3,200 gold. Can we get more ganks? They use a smoke gank for that, smoke of deceit for that gank. I think they need to keep doing it. They cannot have Kuroki to get such an early relic.
Yeah, the only way I can see Mouz winning in this is if they kill Kuroki like 2 more times in a row, preventing that relic long enough. The Sing Sing's starting to pick up levels. He's level 10 now. He's got the Jingle. He's got the phases. I talked a long time ago. We may have done a top 5 list about this. How I thought Shallow Grave is the most powerful non-ulti skill in the game. And I think the biggest problem that it has is that it's on a hero who needs a lot of levels and needs a lot. But Dazzle, very wisely, has just maxed Shallow Grave first. And I think this is actually what you should do. It increases the range to the point that no hero is ever going to die when you're near them. And by keeping them alive, it's allowing them to get so much counter gangs and just so many kills on the back of it that I think it's the biggest bait skill of all time. Like, I dare you to keep coming.
Yeah,
they want it.
It has a long cast range at max level. It has a 15-second cooldown. It's literally no joke. And I think, again, the most important thing is it counters what Mouz want to do so well, which is kill, kill, kill. And they're not getting that. And that's how Mouseports gets the revenge. Sure, they push sometimes. You know, sure, they team fight sometimes.
Kuroki just finished his relic just now, so they're not going to be able to keep him off that. That ratings is going to come relatively soon, and this looks so bad for Mouz right now. I feel like Virtus.Pro have got this. I mean, I know it's very early in the game. We're only looking at 19 minutes. There's plenty to be played. They're only ahead by 2 kills, but the goal difference, almost 10k at this point. The XP difference is almost 7,500. This is a huge lead for Virtus.Pro.
Well, the favorite of the tournament, many expected, receiving a stomping right now. But game's not over, and I would not count out my Mouz boys or your Mouz boys. As we see Black perhaps in a little bit of trouble. Here comes Enigma. He does have the Blink Dagger. Are we going to initiate right from the get-go? There's the initiate. Oh, perhaps though. Come With Me runs the other way. Nice dodge on the Black Hole. Well played here, but regardless, that would not be enough. Nice swap! Wow, what a play! Here comes Sexy Bambo. He does trap Santa. Nice recovery. This is what Mouz needs to do. Get some counter ganking going on. Could not be on the offensive, and maybe survive to the late game where your Potom start to do some big DPS.
Man, big plays from Come With Me. He ran away, allowed the Black Hole from Enigma to miss him, immediately canceled with a stun. We saw a jump in on Black's Potom, but very, very instrumentally, he had Magic Wand with like 15 charges. He cracked it immediately. Come With Me then swapped him back.
Yeah, that swap was big. Like,
and that allowed him to survive.
You know, all the jokes about Shaker and Aside, like, that was perfect support play. You cannot.
And again, Scandal in middle. He's gonna go down to the tornado. He manages to survive.
He's very tanky.
No, he's out of mana on swap. He's gonna be able to get away.
Yep. Yeah, he on cooldown swap as well. Oh no, on cooldown. Out of mana. Sorry, but yeah, earlier on his plays on Come With Me, instrumental. Could not have asked anything else.
Yeah.
Well played.
Yeah. I mean, we make jokes obviously at the International one. For those of you who don't know, in a pretty pivotal game for EG, he blinked while they were trying to push getting their throne pushed rather. He may have echo slammed outside of the battle, then blinked right into the middle of it. Now it's a mistake. It happens. People make mistakes. A lot of people have given a lot of crap for that. That said, Come With Me is a very good player, and anybody who thinks otherwise is kidding themselves. So we see Scandal blinking away. He is going to be able to survive there, and Bamboo just again no gold on the Bamboo here, and like I said, he's not great at this. This is not something he excels at. He's 1-3-9. He
did okay last game. He did okay last game.
Yeah, he did fine, but they reached a point where he couldn't really make those big plays in the mid game that he's famous for. He's definitely a mid game big play. And he's going to have none of them here. Come With Me has been, so far, keeping them in this, to be honest. I mean, he's been roaming very well. He's got a number of stuns. He is 0-5-9, but Sing Sing 4-1-3, level 12 Invoker. Maybe he can catch up there.
I got some bad news bear for you. Look at 1437.
1437.
And look at that bear.
Actually
oh, he's looking for that black hole. Does he have it right now? Nice blink out here, but Come With Me in the correct position, perhaps in the wrong position, as he get blinked on. Huge Sonic Wave. That's going to catch Bamboo. No grave on this side. Surge him in. Perhaps to get off a... No. Bamboo just went down. You know what's the saddest point in your life? It's like, oh man, I vacuumed a bear, and the bear right next to you, it just procs you. That's what happened to 1437.
Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate for that guy, but yeah, it was a nice swap by Come With Me. Unfortunately, he ran in very aggressively. I mean, I think when you play in a team like Mouse, your natural inclination is to be aggressive because that's what your teammates want to do. But I don't think they can afford to right now. Tornado does catch a number of them, and EMP is going to explode on most of them, so taking away a bunch of mana. But they're just going to continue to clean that Roshan. Now, a nice arrow in does catch NS. If they can take down NS before he uses that grave, this could be bigger, and NS is going to go down. 1437 walks in with a big ion shell. That Roshan is still alive. It does get taken down by the Dire, and who picked up the Aegis? Oh, Kuroki picked up the Aegis. He is going to go down, but he's going to immediately respawn. 1437, seeing they're going after Blow Your Brain. He is going to go down. Nice stunner on 3, but Fisher is going to cancel that. They also catch Kuroki, so a full team wipe, as well as the Aegis that was picked up, and more importantly, Dire got last hit on Roshan.
Got the last hit, so then they got the EXP as well as the gold. Sure, Kuroki got the Aegis, but if you guys don't know, you respawn back in human form, so you don't get the HP bonus. And that was a first fight after the Radiance that was completed on the bear. They're back after that team fight. They are gonna get a tier 1 as well. They got the gem, by the way, from the Radiant. So
ooh, did they?
Yeah. Don't count out your boys.
I don't know, man. I'm counting them out.
You're counting them out? Wow, you're bailing on your own team.
They're gonna go. They're not my team. They go middle. They're gonna go ahead and try and pressure a little bit of tier 2, but very wisely they dual pull back. If you actually go to the gold tab right now, you see a plummet. It was about at 11,000. It's plummeted straight back down to that 8,000 mark, and again 750 gold as well. So it's a little closer to 7,000. The XP bar even more telling. Almost 7,500 now, below 2,500. So big swing there, as all of those heroes were there for that team wipe. Nobody died. All 5 heroes picked up all that XP. So that was a big time comeback from Mouz there, as they even this game up.
Yeah. I mean, I think they're still a little bit behind the Radiance. There's simply too much at this point. But hey, Black's got his Manta style. We've been talking about it in the past. If Mirana gets up that other tier 4 item, where it's going to be a I don't know. We've seen BKBs in the past. We've seen teams like MKB, crits even. If you get that second tier 4 item, and suddenly she becomes a destructive force. But meanwhile, we do see Virtus.Pro trying to get a rebuttal kill, rebuttal teamfight advantage going their way. They haven't used any of their ultimates. Black Hole is still up. Weave was using that in last engagement, but he has a low cooldown. Sonic Wave is back up. And Kuroki, though, waiting on the wings to resummon that bear and go for a push. Kuroki not in ultimate form. Very curious about that.
Oh, and he does immediately transfer into the ulti form, and he's going to summon that bear back. He has no boots right now. The phases were actually on the bear, so his move speed is incredibly slow right now. He's going to go to another bear in there, but an EMP catches Santa. He's going to remove a lot of his mana. He's down. Remember, Black will cost 300 mana. He's sitting at, he gets Arcane Boots up, so he's back up to 570. So what could have potentially been disastrous for Enigma is going to go ahead and be mitigated there. Now, Black farming a little aggressively there. That may be a poor choice. In fact, we see some pings up top. Is somebody maybe going to TP up there to defend that tier 1 tower and get a little bit of farm?
Look at what Santa's doing. Using the tree skill cut yes. Tree skill. What? Skill to cut trees.
It's called Midnight Pulse, but
it's only to cut trees, yeah. Tree cutter.
And in fact, Kuroki is going to TP top, as that farm was just too juicy. He couldn't fight it any longer. He had to TP up there and take that.
Not defending a tower, bro.
Blinks the bear. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He blinks the bear to him as well. He's sitting on 370 gold. He has finished the Radiance, the phases. He's got a cloak on his primary here, which is going to be a Hooded Defiance. They want to find Blow Your Brain, but Blow Your Brain runs away. Invoker, meanwhile, does catch Nightstalker, or NS rather, the the Dazzle, and Blurbrain's going to be able to TP out. He is going to get out of there. They do see that, I thought, but nope. They continue chasing anyway.
Yep.
Bamboo, meanwhile, smoked up to try and get them hasty down there. It didn't quite work out.
Shaker, I mean, he's getting up to that blink after one successful team fight, or just give him a minute of free farm time. We do have the big AoE combos, so I don't know, man. Mouseport has a team fight. Now, team fight doesn't mean anything. Well, sorry, that's the wrong word. Team fight doesn't mean everything, as it does mean quite a bit. You know, you could get picked off, and suddenly your good team fight combination doesn't mean too much. We saw 1437 got picked off quite a bit in the last game. Come With Me got picked off a little bit here and there as well. So they got to retain all their members. Meanwhile, on the top here, as we see Kuroki pressuring that Rax, I think Mouseport has to defend this.
Yeah, if you actually do the XP chart, it's now in the dire favor. Mouse is actually taking the lead in XP by about 1,000. If you look at the gold chart, it's kind of low off and around the 6,000 mark. It's slowly increasing because of that Radiance on Syllabear. His farm is going to be pretty quick, but they've cut it in half in almost, 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, they cut that from what was just about a 12,000 advantage to a little under 6,000. So that was a huge team mark for them. They needed that so desperately. Now, there was a Null Talisman purchased by Bamboo in lieu of getting the Arcanes, as he really wants that Blink Dagger. He has a level 2 ulti as well now. He is level 11, so if he gets that Blink relatively soon and Darkseer hits a nice vacuum, they could just blow away the entire Virtus.Pro team.
Yeah, and we definitely seen it yesterday, the Wombo combo. It was so good that they infused the enemy squad. I even typed it out for them. So
yeah, at the end of the game, they called Wombo Combo as they lost.
As they were getting black holed in the Wombo
One
combo.
Of the greatest flames in the history of the world, Sing Sing said, "Good luck to you in the loser bracket," to which Infuse respond, "Same for you."
Well, they're almost there. If Mouseport makes a couple of mistakes, they could definitely get there.
That is big flames. I love it. That was fantastic. Obviously, you know, they didn't mean anything by it. It was just a joke, joking around there. Much love for Infuse, Wagamama, and company. Meanwhile, bottom tier 2 getting pushed, trade into tier 1 for tier 2. Not a great trade, but they might be able to get the tier 2 as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think they are going to defend this right now. Yeah, Virtus.Pros are using the advantage, the fact that they perhaps still have some stronger heroes. And they're going to get all the towers. All the towers are destroyed. Meanwhile, they have retained all the tier 2. Again, my question is, will Mouse be able to come back from behind? Because you got to start to do that if you want to win the International, which I assume is their ultimate goal.
Yeah, and actually the XP is now back in the favor of Radiant by about nothing. It's literally not much at all. The gold chart continues to climb back in the Radiant favor. I mean, that bear is farms too much faster than Potom. So in order for them to, I think Mouse, honestly, they have to be looking for a battle to me. I know they're kind of farming it out a little bit here, but I think they do want to try and find a battle because they won't farm as quickly as Syllabear. Syllabear, yeah, he's not the most powerful hero in the history of Dota, but he's got himself a Hood of Defiance now, so all of those nukes are going to be a little less powerful against him. And that Radiance Bear just running around, harassing, doing whatever he wants. We see a tornado here. They're going to blink this bear back at any time, and he does go ahead and do that. Yeah,
not only does the bear has his Radiance, Syllabear himself already has a cloak, which doesn't seem too impressive until he actually turns into his true form, and there you're suddenly looking at 2,000 HP, a whole bunch of armor, and of course, magic resistant to boot as well. And Kuroki almost on that 16 once he picks up that level 16. No joke on his tanky power. And I do think you're right. Mouseport should want to take a team fight. They have the Blink Dagger and a Shaker. I don't think the enemy team has seen that right now. I think they're waiting for a smoke, perhaps? They're crowding up.
Enigma's about 50 gold away from a BKB. In fact, he is going to have that BKB, and I think they wanted to take a fight before he got that. I don't think it's going to work now. Santa has back in the base.
Well, they don't know that he has BKB just yet, so perhaps they still want to take it.
That's true, but if they find a fight right now and he drops a BKB, that could be a big black hole and big-time game-changing. So Virtus.Pro still, this is by no means back in the favor of Mouse. I think this game is pretty freaking close, actually. We're gonna get an epic sweet game like we did game 2.
There is no there's a Rapier carrier. There's a Mirana.
There's a Queen of Pain. She carries Rapiers. That's all. So I heard. Yeah. Speaking of, Queen of Pain does have a Hex. She picked up an Ograx. It's going to be a BKB. BKB is being the deal this game.
The Hex is going to be ugly this game. Again, the Mouseport is so dependent on everyone getting off their spell. If you just break one of the chain, it's going to be rough. And 1437. Again,
Uh-oh,
no,
big
they're gonna get Sing Sing right from the get-go here. That means we're gonna have to vacuum. Where's the Blink Echo? There's a Blink Echo! A huge play here. The Black Hole comes and gets immediate swap by Come With Me. Looks like Shaker's gonna be the first one to drop. Do we have the Black Hole still? No, it's got canceled right now. But the team fight still lost. The magical damage output is simply too strong. Blow Your Brain's gonna get right-clicked down here by Sing Sing. Sing Sing gonna go into the Gold Swap. 1-for-1 trade so far, but Mouseport on full retreat at this point. I think that was okay though. They kill. I think for a Shaker, for Leshrac, it's completely fine. He had Bloodstone, so that was a precious first fight for them. He wanted to get a lot more kills. He got a charge before he died. Hey, it's okay for Mouseport, but that also means that the Radiants right now in front of their base threatening the Rax.
Yeah, and in fact, the Shallow Grave from Dazzle completely saved that battle. He saved Scandal. Scandal was at 1 HP. Like, he graved him, and then he just blinked away. Rezzed up a little bit, got healed up by the Dazzle itself, and then was back in this. Now, Ines does get pulled back here with a vacuum. He can arrow down this hill and kind of force him to run the other direction, which is exactly what he does. Ines is going to wait it out. That allows 1437 to get a little bit closer. He has to dodge a Tornado next. Ines doing his best to dodge everything he can. He's going to go for the Grave now, maybe bait this out. We get hexed on 1437. He is going to go down. He is pretty nice. See a Deafening Blast from Sing Sing. Another vacuum pulls him in. Black wanted to maybe leap in there and get a Starstorm, but he's not going to be able to. 1437 needs to back up. He is going to do just that. Bamboo has resurrected. He's back in the battle, but nothing else is going to come of that. I actually want to mention that BKB on Enigma was also huge in that battle. So he saw a Grave to save Queen of Pain, and then immediately blink in BKB, Enigma, Black Hole, caught a bunch of heroes, and despite hitting a pretty perfect Black Hole, only one hero died.
Yeah, Come With Me was actually very key on canceling with a swap. So good job him identifying what will be done, which is a Black Hole, and he immediately swapped through that. I think that was a mistake by Scandal, just running team fight. I was gonna say, I mean, if you swap, or excuse me, if you hex 1437, you prevent every initiation. Now, if you don't, he hexed the Invoker, but if you don't hex the Invoker, he will Tornado, and perhaps that will be enough time for a vacuum regardless. So it's kind of just rough for him. Like, who do you actually go for? Do you go for 1437 or Sing Sing?
Yeah, I actually think ideally they would catch the Earthshaker. If they can kill Earthshaker before he gets any kind of echo, that's going to be fine. Now, Bamboo's going to do a nice job. He's always going
to be in the back, so he's not.
He's going to hang way back, and he's going to do a nice job of that. But if you know that, maybe you blink past with Enigma and Queen of Pain and try and take him down. I don't know. Maybe that's ballsy. But we are going to see a gang here from Mouz. They're going to run right in the jungle. Arrow does come off. It's not going to catch Kuroki. That would have been big time. Tornado does catch him, though. Fisher catches Santa. They don't know who they want to go for. They're going to focus Kuroki. He drops that pipe. Pipe is now out of there. Kuroki is going to survive. Queen of Pain comes around the backside. Nice ultimate catches, too. 1437 chasing after Scandal. Black's running through the trees. He's trying to get away. They do catch Kuroki, and we see an ultimate from Potom, which is going to run everybody away. And as is forced to grave himself, that's only a temporary solution. He will be going down, and indeed he does. Meanwhile, 1437 continues to chase Santa, preventing him from blinking away, which may buy time for everybody else to get there. Queen of Pain goes down into Bamboo. I did not see that. That's big time.
Running battles,
tower, right?
Running battles is what Mouz is doing so well of. We have skills like Leap, Surge, Blink, Swap, and of course the phase on the Sing Sing. They won that battle handily. I mean, the initiation wasn't pretty. They only got like one hero with all those AoE spells, but they won the fight, and that's all that matters. Mouseport, they're coming about so well. They're looking really, really strong, man. I cannot believe, just looking at the Mouz performance right now, they weren't invited to the International.
Obviously I agree 100%. I thought they should have been invited a long time ago, but I don't want to, that would require me to tell you who I thought shouldn't go, but I'm not going to do that because Big Flame's not what I'm all about. Oh, wait, no, yeah, it is. That's exactly what I'm about. Anyway, so the Roshan is going to get taken here for Mouseports, and man, they're evening this out pretty well. Sing Sing's now level 16, and when you hit 16 with Invoker, he's starting to max that Exhort, and once Exhort gets up, when you have Max, Wex, and Exhort, you can just do everything all the time. Now, none of your skills are going to be insanely strong, but many of them are going to have fantastic uses. I mean, if you Alacrity a Potom, Potom's got a Manta Style, he's got a Demon Edge, he has now that Aegis as well. He's going to probably go for an MKB next.
He's had a finish right now.
MKB with Alacrity, especially a Max Exhort Alacrity, which also gives a bunch of damage. They're going to have an initiation on 1437, but a nice Fisher from Bamboo is going to buy him enough time to be able to surge himself out. No, he doesn't. He goes for the Vacuum instead. He wanted to block a Blink ultimate from Bamboo, but Bamboo has no ulti. It's on cooldown. He needed to just surge himself away. That did not work out.
You knew Bamboo would have went in, though. For better or worse, he would have went in if he had his ultimate. He would have.
He 100% would have done that. I don't think it would have worked.
Yeah,
no. Maybe fortunate that they didn't, as it's now it's going to be ready for the next battle. That sets 1437 dead for 50 seconds, and you mentioned Darkseer is really the crux of the matter here for the Mouseport team. They need this to work.
Yeah, that's why I said for better or worse, you know he's going to go in. But
Yeah,
MKB is finished on black. Come with me, level 13. God forbid if come with me hit 16. That swap range is simply too strong. Of course,
black holes will be non-existent if he's anywhere.
Right.
If he's not in the black hole, it's not going to happen.
Exactly. And also, that also means that the aura is going to be maxed, which is going to mean quite a bit for a Miran player.
Yeah, absolutely. That alacrity getting leveled up is going to be big time too. The more he gets exort here, the more damage he can even add to black on top of the attack speed increase. That's going to be pretty big. The Invoker getting fat is kind of one of the things that's kept him in this. Not just Come With Me is pretty spectacular play. Despite being 0-6 and 16, that is a completely misleading score. 7-1, 9 on Sting, pretty straightforward. 7-2 and 10 on black, as their primary farmers have managed to stay alive.
Yeah. And again, just want to send a round of applause to Shaker. Bamboo doesn't usually play this role. I think perhaps he has recently played this role a little bit more because of his team, new addition of his teammates. But we're seeing a pretty 43-minute dagger on Shaker, and you could only applaud for that, right?
Yeah, I mean he plays. Yeah, your joke. The jokes. So anyway, he does play strength initiators a lot. I mean, obviously he got famous for playing tiny. He does this very well. He's gonna go over Force Staff next. That's kind of his general play style. Get a blink and a Force Staff and have just massive amounts of initiation and mobility. It's something that he does very well. So it's not entirely surprising to me, but usually he does that on the back of having a lot of levels and a lot of farm. Darkseer, meanwhile, has got himself a Pipe, a Soul Ring, a Vanguard, and Arcane Boots. Black, meanwhile, has finished that MKB, still has that Aegis, though that is going to run out in about... Oh, no, we've still got about a full 6.5 minutes on that one. Kuroki, meanwhile, has finished his Pipe, trying to find the Bear. It is up top. It's got just the ratings of the phases still. Scandal, meanwhile, got the Hex, has finished that BKB. Leshrak as well has got a Bloodstone, as well as Django. It looks like soon to be a BKB for him. So getting pretty fat in that Lesh, and Santa has, of course, the BKB as well as the Blink Dagger and in S, just with the treads, but can't really ask for too much on a Dazzle.
I hope 1437 don't feel too adventurous as he is poking his head out. Again, he is the very, very important member of his team and cannot get picked off. Perhaps this is actually going to be bait, using his normally, I guess, quote-unquote, out-of-positionness. They're going to bait the enemy team into this. There's a double damage on Mirana. I do believe is running out very soon. So can't really take full advantage of that. Now Mirana, one of the worst thing that you have to deal with as its hero is you kind of is built glass cannon. You do a lot of damage, but if they ever hit you, they ever look at you, you have to run away. So, but now having the Aegis, you're completely fine. You could just even leap in and start doing all the right clicks. They are going to bring down the tier 2, but they have to go back very, very quickly and defend that. The arrow is going to hit, and I think they're going to go right here. Not too sure whether that's the best of choice. The Weave is on top, Tornado and everything. The Black Hole gets started cancel, but he's actually gets canceled immediately. Mirana's going to do the right click. BKB not very helpful. 1437 tanking a lot right now. Look at top lane Mouseport. Don't forget about your Rexes. Start to defend that. Black immediately come back. Have they lost the base tower? They have not lost anything. Good move here by Mouseport. They get the tier 2 as well. After the team fight is not over just yet. Sexy Bambo, will he make it out? Yes! Just barely, but he makes it out. 1437 will start to search himself out of there. That was a BKB charge, a 10-second BKB charge from Queen of Pain. And will he be fine, though? Unfortunately, he does not. Oh, he's going to use his wall as well. He had the teleport scroll. Not anymore. They want to go for the kill. Are they going to get it? Pick him up in the air. It's just not enough. Oh, Sunstrike would have been sweet there, but they do get NS, and Sing Sing slowly but surely getting himself to a godlike.
Oh, Invoker dropped a Sunstrike literally to right above where the Queen of Pain blinked to. That was almost fantastic. Meanwhile, Sing Sing and the 1437 take down Blow Your Brain. I was going to mention before that battle started about Kuroki's very, very smart play of just trying to push top and forcing Mouz to, even if they won a battle or wanted to initiate, not being able to get into the base. So they did prevent that. Unfortunately, they lost a bunch of heroes in doing so. And if you look at the XP chart, it is now pretty solid in the dire favor, about 2,500. That's going to continue to go down. And the gold chart, this has been the tail of the tape as far as the game goes. There was a huge immediate lead for the Virtus.Pro side. And you got that Radiance, and immediately they got that big team fight that pulled it right back down. It started to climb back in, but they've been taking chunks out of it since then and slowly pulling it down closer and closer to parity. And as that continues, this could be pretty big for them. I mean, Come With Me's swaps have been huge on every black hole. Every time Santa goes for BKB channel, he immediately gets swapped out before it can do anything. So just big time what's the word I'm looking for? Big time prolonged battles from Mouseports here. Obviously, you talked about how they like to do that. They like to pick heroes that do that, but on top of that, they're also very good at it.
Yep. You know, your team is back. We talked about how the Grave was actually very, very key right from the get-go, but if everybody on your team is dying, well, there's only one Grave to go around every 15 seconds. And right now, the Mouse's DPS is pretty insane. Black looking right now up to another 3k goal. Still had that Aegis of Immortal. They're looking for the tier 2 on top. And Kuroki hasn't participated in a fight for a long time. I wonder what impact he'll have for his team when he actually starts to participate. I'm not sure. I think he gets out DPS by Mirana at this point.
Yeah, he's got some boots on that bear. He has picked up a plate mail. It wants to be an assault curse. If he can get to an assault curse, that would be pretty important for them. We're going to see Alacrity on Black, and immediately look at that damage output. Look at that attack speed, rocking 300 plus damage. That is just really big. And as you mentioned, 3.6k means that we're going to see a third tier 4 item. And we always talk about how 2 tier 4 items are important on Potem. When you get 3, you're a legit 100% carry.
Right. Now at this point of the game, I think you hold on to buying that last item. If you do buy an item right now, if you want to buy an item right now, I think it's going to be the BKB. And I hope that your Venge backs you up like he has been so far. The reason I say you want to hold on to buying an item is there's going to be a Roshan fight very, very soon.
2.5 minutes.
Right, and you don't know whether you can get the Aegis. And I think depending on whether you get the Aegis, you change your item slot. Item purchase, excuse me. You could go for a, perhaps crits right now if you want. You do get the Aegis. Oh, arrow's not going to miss. It looks like Black.
He thought
he would. He blinked.
Black was like, "Oh, I got you. You're looking somewhere else." But no, Scandal managed to dodge that, and Black very wisely turns around and runs away as he doesn't want to get hexed and have a big initiate on us. They don't know where the Radiant team are, though. They do have a jungle
look at
ward
these
here,
wards.
so now they know.
I want you to press F3 right now and just look at the site they have, and this is a sign of a good team.
Woo.
When you're winning, or what is it? When you're ahead, get more ahead.
Yeah, that's the Artosis plan.
Yeah, put wards everywhere. They do see Santa. And perhaps they're going to initiate off of that. Yeah, here comes 1437. He's got no. Ooh. Nice blink out.
Vacuum has a big AoE, but Santa manages to dodge it with his blink dagger. Now has a pretty short cooldown too. 10 seconds away before another one, and Bamboo very wisely hanging out in the back. Now what Kuroki wants to do is he wants to run that bear past everything and try and get up to Bamboo and prevent him from being able to blink in. The problem is, if he loses that bear, he's pretty well screwed. I mean, he can recast it right now, but that you don't want to just be throwing away bears.
Yep. And here comes Mouse. They feel like they have this game in control. I'm not too sure whether it's so correct to push at this point. Perhaps they're just fake pushing to get the equilibrium very far.
Well, they have an Aegis on Prime right now.
I think you wait for the next Aegis because it's going to time out very, very soon. And God forbid for Black that he'll time out just as he dies.
Yeah, 45 seconds away from timing out, actually. And they're going to go ahead and back up. They may want to just push the pressure here and then go for Roshan. And that appears to be the idea. They walk up here, they put a little bit more pressure, force everybody in there, and then they run back and go for the Aegis. That said, we're looking at 30 seconds until that Aegis runs out. Doesn't want to risk that.
I think they're completely prepared in terms of wards as well. They have everything sufficiently warded. You see bot slowly pushing, top slowly pushing, and yeah, they're making a beeline for that Rosh before it even finishes, because they know the exact timing of that Roshan. Or at least I hope they do. Mouseports?
Yeah. It's going to be up. Yeah, that's going to be there in about 10 seconds. They know what's up. We do have, going into the jungle here, come with me, kind of roaming around very, very wisely. He hung out in the jungle, or the trees right to the left, that just in case they saw an initiation up on the hill. Though, with that ward there, I don't think he needed to worry too much about that. They are going to go ahead and go down there now. And with that ward, to have full vision, they ping the bear immediately. They see NS coming, they see Kuroki coming, they see Santa, they know what's up. They need Come With Me to hang out just off the side, as is Bamboo. Very wisely done here. They're spreading out a little bit. Kuroki's going to run that bear straight in. They want to try and take this down. Unfortunately, they don't really have the damage. I mean, Black can put out pretty high damage pretty quickly, but that bear will get respawned very fast.
Again, 1437, very adventurous, trying to do some backstab. Meanwhile here, Radiant going to camp. We're going to see a very, very long camping. But look at the bot creep equilibrium. Look at the top. It's slowly sieging. And Radiant has to deal with that sooner or later. If you're Kuroki, I think you send a bear and trying to use your Radiance to slow it down. And I think that's exactly what he's going to be doing right now.
They are going to do that. They fire an arrow in just to see if anybody smoked down there. They did not. They see now that a few of them have pulled back. It looks like they are going to go ahead and run in here and go for it. There's the Alacrity immediately. The damage output is just so high. Sing Sing come down as well. Bamboo gets in there. They see a stun on the bear. It gets blinked back pretty quickly, though. It looks like they're going to pull back again, as it's just going to do a lot of dancing. They don't want to do too much damage to the Roshan too quickly. If Mouseports puts a bunch of damage on it, and then they have a big initiation from Virtus.Pro, they can easily take that down for that.
BKB used on Scandal. They thought they were doing it right now, and that Scandal's in here by themselves. 1437 is going to eat a Shadow Strike, but that's no big deal there. Yeah, BKB's used. Hero's going to be on the bear. You don't focus a bear, do you? They're going to go on the bear. Making sure that's not blinked up. There's a vacuum on Santa. Blink Echo just on Santa. He has a BKB. He's going to get the Grave as well. Bamboo is going to walk out. Force Staff himself out. Black Hole going to be used. There's a swap that we talked about here. And now Black on the backline. Look at CPS output. He doesn't have the Aegis anymore. He dies. Does he have buyback? 1437 in a little bit of trouble. The Black does have buyback right now. Bamboo blinks back in. Not enough damage output without Black. Here comes Queen of Pain chasing. We have a fissure. Look at the huge enchant totem damage. Sexy Bamboo is maxing that enchant totem. Big play here. Second enchant. Another big damage. And it looks like Leshrac has gone down as well. Everybody and their mother has bought back, but Mirana back in the Roach Pit. They have Alacrity on top of him. I hope they give Black Alacrity and bring it down. Of course, with Medallion Courage, Terror, Vengeful Aura, it's going to go down so very quickly. They had to use a buyback to get it back, but the Aegis now on Mirana again after winning a big team fight. Mouseport on the verge of victory, perhaps?
The enchant totem damage coupled with that vengeance aura from Vengeful Spirit was huge!
Yeah.
It just cut him down instantaneously. Now, they did trade Podham's buyback for that, but they got Podham the next Aegis, so that's okay. He went ahead and bought an Eagle Song very wisely, as now he has that Aegis. Of course, Sing Sing is godlike right now. That's not to be ignored. He's 10-1 and 12. He's rocking a level 20. He went ahead and bought a Gem of True Sight before that. He's got the Ag Scepter now. His Exhort is up to level 5. He's got about 1 million casts if he wants them. And now that he's got that Hex as well, with the cheese, even if they focus him, he's going to be able to survive that. They're going to go ahead and try and run right up to the base here. There's no Black Hole. They know Kuroki's Bear is currently on cooldown. It looks like they're going to go for it. The Weave gets dropped. We see a nice initiation here. Exhort, EMP Tornado catches 3 there. Kuroki's now out of mana. 1457 did use a burst that didn't actually do a whole lot there. It looks like going to get a nice Deafening Blaster on the Bear, but they're going to continue to just A-click that Tower Mouse. Black doing so much damage to it. They go ahead and lift. We see a Scream in there, but it doesn't do enough. And big Meteor catches multiple heroes. We see a Black pull there, catches Queen of Pain. Can he buy back? Did he already use his buyback? I'm not sure. Kuroki taking a bunch of damage. Come with me. Continuing in there, we see a swap. The Radiant Courier goes down. Black diving in with no HP, but he has the Aegis. It's going to go ahead and be used here. There are 4 heroes around him, though. He wants to be careful. He is their primary farm or damage output right now. Black taking a bunch. Tornado's going to catch multiples of a BKB bits used by Santa, but he has no Black Hole. He's chasing after Black. It's not going to be enough. 1437 trying to get away. He runs into the shoes here. He's going to get cut down, but they get the tower, they get the Raxes, and they're going to back up. Just losing the Darkseer and the Aegis for that. So, pretty cost-effective push, if you ask me.
I don't think they needed to lose the Aegis for that either, but it's Mouse being Mouse, so it's okay.
That's true. That's true. That's how they play. That's why
how they play.
Here.
Yeah, I mean that's why we love to watch them. There's always a propensity for throw, but always good skill play before that, of course. As you see, Mouseport trying to defend both top and bot. All they need to do at this point is stabilize the game. Now, if you're Black, I think the next item, he wants to get the Butterfly, but now without the Aegis, it's actually a very tense moment.
You got to have a BKB, right?
But you just have a naked Eagle Song. I think he finishes right now, but it's a very... Yeah, he does finish it. It's a tense moment. He doesn't have buyback either. It's cooling down in just a bit. So I don't want to count Virtus.Pro right now. They have a Syllabur. If somehow they win a team fight right now, they could just multiple lanes of Rax. And I think Virtus.Pro is thinking the exact same thing. They're
going to charge right in there.
They're going to go back.
He has Hex. He has Ultimate. Black Hole's back off cooldown, so they have that ready. A nice Tornado does drop there. Catching the Meteor, meanwhile, slowing the push down a bit. We drop an EMP. That's going to catch NS. NS has no mana. Without a Grave on a Dazzle, I think this becomes a lot riskier of a proposition. They very wisely pull back. Well played there from Sing Sing. He is just carrying right now.
And that was huge because 1437 was there for like 15, 16 more seconds. So if that EMP didn't hit, I think Virtus.Pro at least had the opportunity to charge Brian if they wanted to do so. And now they had to back off. With 5 strong here, I don't think Mouseports should lose the upcoming team fights. Ooh, I like this aggressive play. They're like, let's smoke and go for it.
We have a Medallion. There's a point booster on Come With Me. He's even got Treads and a Bracer, so his HP is quite high, so he's not even really in danger of getting caught out. He wants to get that Ag Scepter, of course, which makes his ultimate just the bee's knees. It's ridiculous. It becomes insane. They're coming down here. There is a Below Your Brain and a Scandal on bottom. Looks like that's what they want to go for. They're going to go for this Leshrac. Leshrak's coming around. Did they hear the stun? They're 1437 is going to find Leshrac instead.
Oh.
Pain blinks in. We're going to see a vacuum on 2 heroes here. Oh, vacuum on 2. There's the pull in. We drop a BKB. It's not enough. Below Your Brain drops his BKB. He's just going to get A-clicked by the double damage of the Potem, and I think that's going to be GG. That was a big time. The separation between the 2 heroes was just not enough, as Vacuum has a massive range.
The difference between, oh, we have 5 here, let's go farm a little bit more, to we have 5 here, let's go smoke and go for the win. That's immense. And, well, Mouseport gets up a couple more kills. They're going to wait for the next creep wave and slowly push it in. I think Black's perhaps going to walk up the hill and right-click that one down. Those DD's going to be running out. And, of course, without the Aegis, shouldn't be playing more aggressive. And as they say, that 1437.
Leaps in and pulls. I think he thought he saw Santa in the trees, but Santa's up top. They actually know Enigma's up there. I mean, he has a black hole. He should be back at the base. The problem is, Come With Me is just mitigated any and all potential for a black hole this entire game. We see a run-in from the Kuroki Bear and immediately blinks back. That bottom tower is going to go down. Santa just continuing to push. I think he knows he can't do anything. I think Virtus.Pro know. They see the writing on the wall. Black is taking down the melee racks. The range racks are the next one to fall. That Alacrity is increasing his damage output to ridiculous heights on the back of that butterfly as well. So 2 racks is down here, and Mousy, no signs of needing to leave the base right now.
Well, I think they're gonna.
Oh, come with me. Come with me.
They're gonna play it safe. They're gonna play it safe.
What the hell?
I'm a fan of this.
What the hell?
I'm a fan of this. I'm gonna play it safe.
That said, you asked before the game started, can they come back from a big deficit? And they got in a huge deficit early on.
It looked bad. It looked horrible.
It looked awful. I thought they were going to lose this game easily. But Mouz doing what many teams think they can't, which is come back from a big loss early on and take a game. Like, is this going to be your international team? I mean, they still have one more in the winner bracket final coming in after this, and then they got the grand final from the loser bracket. Virtus.Pro not out of this yet. Virtus.Pro has shown they have the capability to beat Mouz. I mean, this was a close game.
Well, the game's not over. Look, Virtus.Pro, they're not giving up. And I think we have to respect that. We shouldn't be saying, well, look, you know, what is the next opponent for Mouz?
Fair enough. Fair enough. I apologize. Virtus.Pro, very strong team. I mean, they look good. They look very good.
Yeah.
They look like maybe they deserved an invite as well.
But, well, we'll have to see when the punch is being traded. Now, of course, whoever does win this winner bracket final, or wins this game, is going to be playing against next KZ, who's going to be waiting for them in the winner bracket final as they won their match. Say this Queen of Pain don't want to get caught out of position. We saw how quickly she died. She didn't even get a chance to pop that BKB. Here we go. Vacuum into 2. The BKB being used. Echo Slam not doing too much damage. Shaker in the middle of things. Where's Mirana doing the right clicks here? Mirana getting warded away from Scandal. Scandal now need to blink off. She does blink away right now. No DPS focusing out from Black. They're going to focus on Santa. There's a Grave. Do you go off the Black hole right now? No, it's going to try to TP out. Santa's going to go down to a couple of right clicks. 1437 in a little bit of trouble. Shaker has gone down. Seems like the fight going well for the Radiant Squad so far. As they say, this NS is going to go down. Nice goes wall or ice wall on KKY. He can't do too much. And the blink here from Scandal slowing down. Come with me. Do we have magic missile? Yes, we do. Scandal Chain Stun coming in, and I think that was the last fight here, as we did have Shaker having buyback as well. Entire Mouse squad riding the momentum of that creep wave is going to go in for the straight throne, I believe.
Yeah, and actually through all of that, bottom racks was getting pushed. Blow Your Brain's going to come out there to defend it a little bit, but this is I think this is pretty well over now. So now I think it's not. I don't think it's a little bit questionable for me to call this one. Perhaps we're going to see a Fisher on Blow Your Brain, a swap from Come With Me, perhaps even saving him a little bit there, but he is going to die. And the tier 4s are going to go down. There's the GG from NS. So Mouz do advance to the winner bracket final to take on next.
Play good.